Okay, yeah, emotional win for this team for a lot of reasons. Some of the more obvious that have been discussed in the last couple of weeks. Trey Brown. It was him being back with us after such a tough loss. In his family was made it even more emotional, way more emotional than it would have been before that. And then that combined just with what this team's been through. And I thought it was just perfect how the game unfolded. I mean, we came out and played like we were capable of, carried over some momentum we had, kind of throughout the week, played really well on all three sides. Had some, disappointing penalties that we got to do a better job with. That really, we gave them some momentum. Obviously, the celebration penalty, and now you got to kick it to one of the best return guys in the country. From way back there, it ends up being like a punt that you almost outkick your coverage. And Austin hit it so good, you almost hope you don't kick it that far unless you kick it out. And so, but gave him too much room. And then, some penalties offensively and on special teams that really hurt us. So gave him momentum, but this team had just tremendous fight, great attitude in the locker room at halftime, a great mentality coming out, and really just dominated the second half. And so I'm as proud as I've ever been of our coaches, our players, the way they responded to all the challenges this week. We laid out a plan. Our players took to it. They believed in it, and came and got a tough road win against a darn good football team.
In the first half, it was almost like you stubbed your toe, penalties and things like that. Was the efficiency so much better in the second half? Is that really what got you better?
It was better. We didn't make as many mistakes. We weren't as explosive, but yeah, we did. We just didn't get ourselves behind in the second half, and that was key. We had to try to eliminate Turpin from the game. And that's tough. They do a good job offensively of getting him the ball, and then they present some challenges. Obviously, on special teams, they're creative about kind of how they get it to him and set him up. And so those guys are good coaches. They know what they're doing. So once we were able to eliminate him and some of the penalties, we settled in and played pretty good ball as a team.
Second halftime adjustments, you guys really played well. You talk about penalties, no penalties in the second half, and it really seems like you stymied the second half as well.
Yeah, we thought defensively, we played pretty well the whole day. We gave up the return. We had a couple of times of bad field position. We gave up the screen and then the fade ball. And then, really, other than that, we made things tough on them. I thought our players responded. I thought we tackled better, made some plays in coverage, got some key pressures, especially there at the end of the game. So I'm proud of the way those guys played. It's not perfect. We've still got a lot of room to grow there, but it's a damn good start.
Lincoln, how important was it to be able to run the ball the way you did today to that almost 8-minute drive by really Kennedy and Trey?
Yeah, it was critical. It was one of the things we've gone back to and knew we had to continue to do better, and we felt like we were close in the run game, kind of the entire first half of the season, and we ran it good. I mean, we haven't ran it terrible, but we knew we weren't hitting it as well as we could, kind of where our capabilities. We thought we ran it pretty good in the Texas game, and we built on it. I think Trey ran well. Our backs all together did a great job. I was really proud of Kennedy Brooks. He continues to grow and mature, and you see some of the explosion he has, when he's on the field. It seems like every other touch with him is a big play, and that's kind of how he is in practice too. So we're growing. We're getting more in sync with our O-line. You see that group start to gel together as a whole.
What do you think of some of the guys that more playing guys?
Yeah, we'll go back and watch them a little bit. We played Ronnie Perkins a little bit more, quite a bit more. Looked like he was pretty active back there. Got Jalen Redmond on the field for a few snaps. I'll be interested to go back and watch and see. I saw Delarin in on a few tackles. It's a good chance we finally got him back off injury and got him out there, which was. We think he's got a chance to be a really good player for us. So, yeah, I thought some of them did well. We'll go back and watch it. But just the best thing I can say right now is the group's effort as a whole was really good.
It seemed like out of everything that you did today, defensively, tackling was most overall. Just talk about these last 2 weeks of your staff and the job that they did.
Yeah, they've done a great job. It's you got to lay out a plan, when you have such a major change like that. There's some things schematically, there's things mentality-wise, there's things fundamentally. It's not just, plug in one leak. And like I've said many times before, it certainly wasn't all on one person. And so our staff did a great job of just laying out a plan. We said, hey, we got 2 weeks. These are our goals. We're not going to try to do too much. We can't change everything in 2 weeks. And so here's the things we can change. We really focused on fundamentals, really focused obviously on tackling, did some things schematically that we thought helped us to tackle a little bit better. And the guys responded. I mean, they did. We didn't play perfect, but we played much closer to what we're capable of.
What's the deal with Trey's injury?
We'll see. He'll get back to Norman and evaluate him. He's got a lower leg injury, so looks promising, but we'll have to see how he responds.
It seems like you got out of this game what you really would have wanted because you did have most of really good play. Then you had your back to the wall. This thing could have gone south at halftime.
Yeah, no doubt. They had a big surge there. Like I said, the penalties. I had probably the worst series of play calls I've ever had. I think the 5th series, just killed us. And they give them credit; they made some big time plays. And but our guys kind of believed at halftime. They have that. These guys know how to win on the road. We embrace it. We love it. We've said it for a long time. And rarely on the road did you just, especially a team like this, you just go blow somebody out. I mean, that just doesn't happen very often. So, we knew it was going to be 4 quarters. Our guys were settled in for the long haul and ready to play however long it took.
Like in that celebration penalty, have you been given any indication how it's going to be a problem?
Yeah, I mean, it's the emphasis has been celebrating with your teammates, which obviously they did because they threw it on 2 players. One of those things that different crews, interpret it differently. Our guys have done that all season and we haven't even been warned about it. So I got to coach them better.
There's so many times in a coach's career, you think back like Bob's, where you were part of kind of some turmoil when you first got here with him. Coaches are kind of defined by how they work through some difficult times in their careers. This is probably, I would assume, one of your top difficult times that you've had. Could you tell us anything about kind of what you relied on to kind of get you through this, or what kind of stamp you wanted to put on this program going through these last weeks?
Yeah, it's not about me. It's not about my stamp. I've never been that guy. But it was a tough 2 weeks. I've told you guys that. But I've relied on the people in that locker room right now. Staff I knew could get it done. Players I knew that were ready to respond. I've been in tough situations before. That's part of this game that I love the most. Is not that you want to have adversity, but you have to enjoy the fight back, and I certainly do, especially when I got a group like that behind me.
They challenged more balls. They got more balls. They almost came up with 2 picks.
Yeah, we had the one, and we were. Buki had a pick 6, and somebody else had a pick that we dropped too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Khalil. Yeah, on the ball down the field. Yeah, Motley's pick was big, but yeah, we played better, no doubt. We did some good things. Competition's been good at that room. Getting some new bodies on the field has been good, and I think they carried over some of the things we've been working hard on in practice.
Just your thoughts on Kyler's game. Marquise, is he just battling through something, playing something right now?
Yeah, Mark did a little nicked up, nothing serious. We got him out there at the end because we could. Kyler, I thought he played well on the road. He made really good decisions with the ball. Ran well again. Most important thing in this game for him was taking care of it. We knew against this group, they're so good defensively. They're so capable of forcing a lot of turnovers. And so we knew that was going to be a key deal. We really focused with him on that, and he did a great job, threw the ball well, played at a very high level.
When TCU made a few plays with Collins in the second quarter and did some things offensively, what did you hear in your ears, your headset from Ruffin when that was happening? Was it calling from upstairs?
Yeah, he was calm. He was calm. Guy got in. We had to adjust how they called the game with him in there. It was a little bit different than they did with Sean. And so, we settled in. And, again, you always ask the question if something doesn't go right. Is it something schematically, or did a guy just make a great play? And we made a couple of small adjustments that we thought that helped us. We settled in, and the biggest thing was we stopped putting them in a hole offensively and special teams wise, and so we gave them a heck of a lot better chance.
Did you just a quick follow-up, you mentioned voice when you talked to us today after Mike's deal happened. Do you like the voice that Ruffin has provided in the 2 weeks since, just in general?
Yeah, no, Ruffin's done a great job. He's been in this position. He knows what we need to do. Kids are the kids have responded to him and our defensive staff. Not that they didn't respond before. I don't read anything into that, but our guys have done a good job, and it's been a group effort. Ruffin's led the charge, and they've really proud of the way they responded these last 2 weeks. It showed up here on Saturday.
What did you need to get out of today for your defensive end? I mean,
Just to win. Just win. And, play closer to the way we're capable of. We knew it wasn't going to be perfect, and it wasn't. But, we grew in some areas. Now our challenge, like it's been here, it seems like the last 4 years, is to keep improving. And if we can continue to take some of the steps we did these last 2 weeks, then, we might be a decent football team.
Emotional with Trey Brown. He looks like he played a fabulous game.
Yeah.
How proud of you of him, considering what he went through the way.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it. I mean, yeah, I don't know where he got his strength. I know he did from his teammates. I know I talked to him. First time I talked to him after it happened, he was, it was emotional, but he was already ready to get back here with our guys. And so whether it's his release or, it just gives him a chance to kind of get away from it. I know he played today for her, and that was important to him. Our whole team did.
Did he miss the practice?
He did. He certainly did. But probably the least amount possible considering what went on.
One more for Coach Riley.
I think I was going to ask you, there was a flurry, it was a 4-point game, third quarter, flurry of 3 plays,
Yeah, no, that was a huge point in the game. Like you said, they obviously had the momentum coming in at halftime, and we trade field goals, and then for us to flip it on them was big. And I thought the other portion that was really big was we were up I think 10, maybe 11. And got the ball back, had a chance to really extend it. We don't score, and then to stop them there, and then have a chance to run out. I mean, I thought that was a huge point for our defense. Whether it's kind of one of those deals where you either go up 18 and it's looking good, or it's back down to a 3 or 4 point game, and that was a critical stop. So proud of our guys there. Yeah, he's getting better. Numbers at the end. That's all well and good. I mean, he's getting better. I thought he learned some things. Just, not say emotionally, but just I thought he handled the ups and downs of this game as good as he has any of the games this year. So, yeah, proud of him. He continues to get better.